Hello friends, welcome back to my channel again. Today's video is going to be very exciting one for me because we are going to unbox some packages today. So Amazon actually is having a great Indian festival sale online now. There were so many books that were on sale that I have been having my eye on for quite a long time now. So it felt like the right time to buy these books, and I bought some 10 to 11 books here, and most of them are fantasy. If you are a fantasy lover, this book haul is going to be very exciting for you, and it was literally hell to wait for this shoot to open all these books. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So let's open the first package. Wow, there are 4 books in here. Let's pick out one by one. The first book is More Days at Morisaki Bookshop. This is the sequel to the Days at the Morisaki Bookshop, which I recently read and loved, thoroughly enjoyed. It was such a nice time to read for just a weekend or something. It's feel good, it's really very good, and I wanted to have more of it, and I wanted to hang out in this bookshop again. So I picked it up, and also this was recommended to me by a subscriber. They said that if I like Days of Morisaki Bookshop, then I'm going to love even more this book. So I thought I'll give it a try. I'll try to give the comment below by the subscriber. It was really a very helpful recommendation, and here I am going to read this. The next book is a kind of combo. It has 2 books, and it is The Best of George Orwell, and it has 2 books, The Animal Farm and 1984. Let's just open them now. Wow, the packages is it's really pretty, and I'm obsessed with this kind of edition. And this is a fingerprint classic, and this is how it looks, the package. And let's get the book open. So this is the Animal Farm cover, and this is the 1984 cover, and both are looking really gorgeous. Technically, I have read both the books and I loved it, but this combo costed me only 170 bucks, and I thought this would be a very cute gift to gift for someone who reads. And this is a must-read book for everyone, so I thought I'll go for it. And it is in such a good condition, and the font size are very good. I feel like I have to keep it with myself, but definitely I'll gift it to someone. The last book in this package is, oh my god, I'm really very excited to read this one. This is The Tress of Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. Recently I read one of his work, which is Warbreaker. That was a standalone fantasy, and I was mind blown by it, to be honest. I loved the character, I loved the storytelling, I loved the world that Brandon Sanderson has created. I was really in awe of his work, so I really wanted to get into more of his work. And this sounded like a very nice time, because this is kind of a fairy tale. I believe that this was told to his wife as a story, and then she liked it and she wanted it to be published as a book. So that is the story behind it, and I think this is going to be a really good time. And this is about Triss, the girl, and she has never left the island. And one day her friend Charles is being kidnapped, or he's in trouble or something, so she has to rescue him. And she is going on an adventure to rescue her childhood friend, and it's all about that. I hope it's going to get a sequel, which I'm not sure, but I think this will be really good as a standalone too. Let's move on with the next package. I guess there are 2 books in here. I think I'll just rip it off like this. Oh, there are 2 books, and one is a paperback and one is a hardcover. The paperback is The Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grant. This is a non-fiction book, and this is also a recommendation by a subscriber yet again. You guys are really great, you know. I love all your recommendation, and I can't wait to dive into all the kinds of recommendations you are suggesting me. And this sounded right up my alley. This is about the birth of FBI, and it's kind of killing of an entire tribe, if I'm not wrong. I don't know much about this, but there is a movie out of this by Martin Scorsese, and I really want to watch that movie, but I do want to finish this book first. Whoever has recommended it to me, thank you so much. The hardcover book in this package is, oh, I've been meaning to read this for quite a long time now. That is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is yet again a movie that was based on this book, and it was made by Steven Spielberg in 1985. This sounded more like The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. That was the reason I was attracted to this book. It is speaking about the struggles of being a woman, also being a black woman in that time. And it speaks about racism, religion, sexuality, and also other violences that are being faced by women just because they are black. It's going to be heart wrenching, but nonetheless, it is a story that has to be read and that has to be told. That is how I feel about it. So I can't wait to delve into this. So we have three more packages. Let's get on with the next one. So basically, what I did this time was I bought a lot of first book of mini series. I know it's very bad, and I know it's going to be getting me into trouble for not finishing the series, but I don't want to get to know about all the world that the fantasy writers have been writing out there. And these books have been on the internet for so long, and people have loved it. Most of the booktubers I look up to have been recommending this book for quite a long time. So you're going to see a lot of first books of a series, fantasy series in here, and first of which is the fifth season by N.K. Jemisin, and this is the first book of Broken Earth trilogy. And this is the first time I'm going to read a book from this author. And it's kind of very interesting that this world is set in a place where there is constantly seismic activity. It is always shaking, but the world is called stillness. And because of that kind of seismic activity, there is a prolonged winter that is referred to as the fifth season, and it has magic, and there are a lot of stuffs to it. I can't wait to read this. I really want to just dive into all the fantasy series that are out there, and this has been in my radar for quite a long time. I have the third part of this book that I got from a old bookstore. Now I have the first one. If I read this, I only have to get the second part, and I can just binge read it. Now we are going to address the elephant in the room, which is this big box, and I think it has so many books in it. Let's just open them. Okay, I see books that are stuffed in here. Let me just open them one by one. The first book is, oh, this is a nice one. First book is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. All I know about this book is it is wonderful and it is all about video games. I have enjoyed video game as a child, not as an adult. So I think it's going to be a nostalgic one, and there have been so many good reviews about this, and I couldn't just miss buying this. And this was in a sale for 200 bucks, and I felt like it's a pretty good deal, so I went for it. Let's grab the next one. Oh, this is yet again a trilogy, and it is a fantasy trilogy. It's the Greenbone Saga series. This is the first book, Jade City, and it's written by Fonda Lee. It has three books. It has Jade Legacy, Jade Wars, or something, and this is the first one. And it is about a magical jade that is only found in a particular island, and it gives you magical powers or something. And it is about rivalry between gangs, and everything sounded very good. And all the booktubers I look up to have given this a much higher rating, and I couldn't stop from buying this. Okay, let's see what we have next. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Just look at this cover. This is the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. And this is such a beautiful cover, and this yet again a series, a fantasy series, and it is about Emily Wilde. She's a Cambridge professor going in search of fairies to document them, to study them, and she stumbles upon magic. It's all such a nice time. It sounds very cottagecore for me. I felt like reading some cozy fantasy this December, this winter season. So I wanted to get this. I'm super excited for this one because it seems really very pretty, and I hope the story is also really pretty. And it has headers also. The headers are also so pretty. I just love it so much. So many good books and so little time in life. I just want to devour all these books right away. Okay, there are two more books in here. Let's just grab one of it. Oh, this is the one I'm most excited for. Oh my God, I can't believe that it is in my hands now. And it's it's Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. I have mentioned it in my previous videos that The House in the Cerulean Sea book is getting a sequel, and this is it. I just adore how beautiful The House in the Cerulean Sea was. I'm a huge fan of that book. Everything about that book was so cozy, so comforting, so righteous. I just can't explain how well it made me feel, and I'm super excited to get this on my hands. And I don't know which book I will dive first, but this is the top priority. You see the phoenix here. If you have read the Cerulean Sea book, you will understand what it means. And once again, the house in the Cerulean Sea, the bridge and everything, the van. Oh my God, just looking at it is very nice. I kind of adore the pattern. The first book was so summery, so bright in its cover, and this is a kind of night-based print that they have. I hope this is going to give us autumnal feel, I think, or winter feel. So let's see what it has to say to us very soon. Okay, the last book in this box is yet another first book of a fantasy series, that is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is about a girl called Evangeline, I think, and she kind of believes in true love and the happy endings, such kind of things. And when she learns that her love of the life is going to get married to some other woman, she's set bound to destroy the wedding, stop the wedding, and also strikes a deal with the Prince of Hearts, which I don't know what it is about. And it's going to be a very lovely tale. I saw this book first on a Clockwork Readers YouTube channel, so I was immediately very much intrigued by it, and I'm really very excited to read this one. So those are all the books that I bought in this Amazon Great Indian Festival sale. And this package was gifted to me by my friend for my birthday, and it has a very exciting book inside it. And if you have been following my channel, I have posted shorts about it, but if you haven't, you're in for a surprise. And this book is the illustrated edition of Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone. So this book is really a very pleasant surprise for me to get, because I'm a huge Potterhead. I love Harry Potter. That is my comfort read. And just to think about those books during the December time and watching the movies along with my family has always been a bonding experience. And this friend has always been a Potterhead too, and we bond with Harry Potter, and that is why it makes it very special. And let's take a glimpse inside this book now. These are the end papers, and these are some of the illustrations. How cool is that? Harry Potter books are very much better than the movies. The first part movie is really very good because it gives us a way to imagine about those world. But I feel like the books do so much more justice to the characters, to the plot, and everything. And making a movie out of it is like leaving out so many things. I think I'm just ranting about Harry Potter now, but this has my entire heart. It is very close to me. I'm going to cherish it forever, and I love this gift so much. So that is pretty much it, guys. These are all the books that I bought recently in the sale, and I'm super excited. I don't know which book to read first, so help me out. Which book do you think that I should delve into first? Have you read any of this? Am I going to like any of this? Most of the books are suggested by you and some other booktubers, so I hope these are all going to be really great. But help me out to pick out the first book. Do comment in my video to let me know which one to pick first. So I'm going to see you again in a very next video with a bookish content. Until then, this is Sushmita signing off. Keep reading. Bye bye.